Hi, my name is Amanda Foster-Jefferson, and I want to be a middle school English teacher. Originally, I did want to become a middle school art teacher, but after doing some research, I did realize that unfortunately there aren't as many jobs in that field as there used to be. I've always loved the English subject, and I'm super excited to pursue that as a career. So going forward, in lesson 3, we did learn about DST maps and Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems of human development. So in his first theory, which is called the microsystem, that involves where you went to school, who you grew up with, things like that. So for me, I grew up in Long Island, New York. I had both my parents, and I am the oldest. I have 2 younger brothers and a sister. Although I am the oldest, I was super inspired by my younger brother who wanted to join the military. So at the age of 21, I enlisted in the United States Air Force. My first duty station was Okinawa, Japan. I was stationed at Kadena Air Force Base, and there I was an armament systems apprentice working on the F-15 fighter jets. After there, I got stationed at Luke Air Force Base. I did end up getting out of the military after 4 years because I had my son. I did realize at that time that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom with him, and that's what I'm currently doing right now. I just wasn't able to deploy, but something that I do want to say is I commend all the military members right now because it is super hard being in the military in the first place, and it takes a lot of bravery, but it also takes a lot of bravery to deploy and TDY, especially if you have families at home. So I just wanted to make sure that I recognize that. There were a lot of events in the Air Force that had impacted my decision to become an educator. Some of them were positive and some of them were also negative. I have been through many times throughout my life that I have felt kind of lost and I wasn't able to find a mentor. So that also really inspired to me become an educator as well because I would love to be a mentor to these young students one day. If my students can come to me with any issues that they have, and if they can talk to me comfortably, and if they ask me questions about their goals in their life, then I've done my job. So since I've been little, I've always been interested in the arts. I absolutely love to draw and paint and just create in general. So I believe that that truly aligns with being a teacher because we have to be creative. We have to be creative in more ways than none. For example, if a student is having a hard time learning the material, it's going to be my job to create an individual lesson plan for them and help them reach their goals in the classroom to not only pass the test or the course, but also to really obtain and really learn that material. Another example is I would love for my students to just look forward to coming to class with me. I believe that learning doesn't have to be boring. It should be fun. Along with being a mentor to my students, my goal is for them to just be the best version of themselves. So what is that going to look like? Being a role model, being a mentor is going to consist of me acting as a role model by inspiring curiosity. My goal is to strengthen their critical thinking skills by asking them hard questions so they could expand their perspective. I would love to expose the gray thinking rather than that black and white thinking area. I believe by doing this, it will give them a more flexible perspective on certain aspects in the classroom and also in their own lives. They will develop a deeper understanding of situations which they can carry with them throughout their whole entire lives and use it to also have an open mind about certain aspects. I really do care about making their learning experience the best that it could possibly be. I think that if students have a really great positive experience growing up and having someone that they can look up to in these classrooms, then hopefully they can be inspired one day to do the same for others. One very important thing that I am going to teach in my classrooms is diversity. In my opinion, learning about people's cultures and their backgrounds helps us have empathy and a better understanding for one another. My goal is to help bring everybody together so no one ever feels alone. I hope that I can achieve this goal. I will achieve this goal. To reach my goals in the educational system, I do understand that it's going to take some time. In the future, I would love to be settled in a state where I could truly call home, but due to my husband's job, we do not unfortunately have a choice where we could live, but I do make the best out of it. I do plan on getting my bachelor's degree in educational studies and then going on to the 4+1 program to get my master's degree in secondary education. During that time, I'll most likely be doing my internship at a school learning from educators. I'm not too sure exactly where I will be doing this internship because of my husband's job, but I know that no matter where I'm at, I am grateful and I'm there learning from the great teachers who have made a difference. In the next few years, I can see myself working as a middle school English teacher, and by that time, I will just be starting out. I have even thought about running art clubs at that time because I'm still interested in art and I would also love to pursue that. So I could have the best of both worlds. I could be an English teacher and then maybe be involved with the art club as well. I also can see myself working at the same school district as my children. They do always come first for me, so I would be happy being able to be there for them not only at home, but at school as well. They might be a little embarrassed, but I will try not to take it to heart. Once I do get my master's degree, I do plan on working on my PhD. Eventually, I would love to become a professor, but I know that will take some time. Being a stay-at-home mom now and finally going back to school, after all these years, it's really made me fall in love with learning. And right now I'm just taking in all the information I can get with these classes that I'm taking. So no matter what, I've promised myself to always have an open mind to where life will take me, and whether that's in my career or my life in general. But with that being said, I want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak about myself and my goals.